Number 17, Colon Special Forces, at your service.
Looking for me? I'm sure a Colon stealth agent isn't in Albion to relax. What do you need?
I have a message for you.
Are Colon's comms channels just for show? Time to embrace technology.
My orders from Number 0 were to deliver this in person. Comms channels should not be used.
So, what's the message?
Number 0 will brief you on the operation in person. I've sent the coordinates to...
Number 0? Why do they want to see me in person? We have no name, age, gender, or ego. All we have is a mask to hide our identity, and a number instead of a name. And even this number will be passed on to a new operative when we die. So that even our deaths are never known. We may be the best assassins in all of Albion, but we can also be replaced at any time. We are unknown. We die unknown. This is what it means to be a member of Colon.
Number 6, I have a new operation for you.
Of course. You wouldn't have come to find me if you didn't.
Even the trees seem to despise you. You must carry out this mission. You understand, yes? There can be no refusal.
Do officers make it their hobby to screw people over?
Why do you think that?
Don't play dumb. Your body may have been turned into a tin can, but I know your memory's still intact.
I'm sorry, but Neuron is still alive. And it's your job to kill him.
Of all the people, you! How could you do this to me? Am I supposed to?
What are you doing? Hurry! You have to kill him this time. No hesitating. There is no next time. Have you reviewed the operation intel? Don't let me down, number 6.
Neuron. Neuron.
Number 6, did you check the condition of your mask? You're up against the Order, so your mask will be crucial. Come here, I'll double check for you. Let's see here. There. The valve on the back was a little loose. It should be good now.
This worked out for the best after all. I'll be able to get revenge. Finally.
Keep your questions brief. You're here. Welcome to the Vulgus Munitions Factory. You've made quite the impression on Kingston. So much so, I was tempted to recruit you for Colon. But then again, the enemy isn't exactly a pushover. However, now that we have the Guide as a strategic asset, I'm sure the trajectory of this war will change drastically. Shall we get started? Based on the coordinates provided by the Guide, the Ironheart excavation site is near the enemy's industrial zone. Unfortunately, the exact location needs to be confirmed in person. I'll do recon around the industrial zone. Even though I have active camouflage, things will be much easier if you can hold the enemy's attention. I'll tell Jeremy to stay behind. Jeremy seems to be unable to link with the Guide, so he won't be much use in finding the excavation site. He'll be better deployed using... Let's get moving.
What, me? Support? For crying out loud. Get to the point. Guide! That's all everybody talks about these days. Since when did the higher-ups at Albion, not to mention, excluding an excellent descendant like myself... Hey, you think it's funny I can't link with the guide? Alright then, let's consider which descendants aren't able to link with the guide right now. Let's see. It's only me and Alpha, yes? Looks to me like the commander of Albion and the strongest descendant are the only ones who are still sane. If I were you, I'd think carefully about why you've been designated as a bait. And, do you really think you can even attempt to follow me? With my Arche abilities?
You've been ambushed, or did you let it happen? As a feint, it worked well, but you mustn't let your guard down. Those Vulgus cyborgs have had quite a few upgrades recently. You may suddenly encounter powerful units that aren't in our database. We're definitely in Vulgus-occupied territory. There's no end to them.
Hyper-enhanced variant.
It's built from the same material as the one we're after. Make a note in the operations log, number 17.
Deception transmitter at the Vulgus base is operational. Descendant, you need to protect the transmitter while it is operating. If the diversion works, we can detain a number of enemies here. atop a building, this is the result of the communications diversion. Continue to engage them and stall for time as long as possible. High-level Vulgus closing in. Likely lured by our communications diversion. Tactical target achieved. Mission accomplished, Descendant.
Securing distance. Mission request from Colon Special Forces Agent number 17. Objective, secure a Vulgus sample. We need a Vulgus sample to study the recent technological improvements to Legion of Immortality units. This mission is also part of the diversion tactics. Vulgus seem to believe our actions are a simple offensive mission. The feint is working.
let you in on a fun trick. Certain Legion of Immortality units have parts that can act as fuses. We can use those.
Unstable energy flow detected. Probability of fuse parts, high. Volgas carrying fuse parts confirmed. High-level Volgas closing in. Request combat engagement. All generators disabled. Mission relay terminated.
This is Sharon. I'm transmitting to all Allied forces deployed to this operation. We have an urgent development, requesting backup. Number 17 has received details. All units are to head to the mining outpost.
Receiving info on mark. Position of Volgas power plant confirmed. Mission request. Destruction of generators as a feint attack.
I heard Captain Harris let you in on a fun trick. Certain Legion of Immortality units have parts that can act as fuses. We can use those.
Unstable energy flow detected. Probability of fuse parts, high. combat engagement. All generators disabled. Mission relay terminated.
Descendant, we have an urgent report on her current position is near the Vulgus munition. Thanks to her diversionary tactics, she was able to reach the... This is the sitrep reported by Sharon's assist.
Operating arcade tracking matrix. Timer retrofitted, active camouflage detected. Probability of zone infiltration. Terminate the Descendant on site. Terminate.
This cyborg Vulgus, Edelink, is a commando-level model specializing in defense missions. It's armed with arcade tracking functions. And it seems the Vulgus already know about the Arn. I was told that the Ancestors' data was tightly guarded at Kingston. If the Vulgus have gained access, for the moment, once the Vulgus have vacated the Descendant, you and Jeremy are to launch...
Are you sure this guide can be trusted? Didn't you guys win at Kingston?
Focus on the mission, Jeremy.
Descendant, the Ancestors' data that the Vulgus obtained in Kingston was formatted in such a way that it could not be fully viewed. The Vulgus managed to transmit around 90% of the data, defeating their commander, but they were able to reconstruct the missing I need to analyze this. If the Vulgus enter it...
How pathetic. A full operation for such a minor target? Guess the Colon Special Forces aren't that special after all. I'm sending you a more appropriate mark, so you can show me what you can really do with those highfalutin skills of yours. Get it together, come on!
Sending info on mark. Target, Vulgus Kuiper storage tanks. Descendant, be advised, the storage tanks should not be detonated. The key objective is to disarm security and seize the Kuiper packs stored within. Vulgus use the rare metal Kuiper in a different way from us. Specifically, the way they process it causes massive contamination and contributes to the destruction of the environment in Ingress. Research to restore the environment is underway. To help this, you need to seize the Kuiper from the Vulgus. And if you can keep their commander occupied, even better. Storage tanks disabled. Mission relay terminated. Vulgus' Kuiper mining methods are extremely aggressive and lead to devastating contamination. The ores we seize from them are unusable, so they must be destroyed. That storage box contains the Kuiper collected by the enemy. Opening it will reveal the contaminated Kuiper. Kuiper disassembler operational. Please destroy as much of the Vulgus Kuiper as possible. Tactical aim achieved. Mission accomplished, Descendant. High-value target confirmed. Facility? Vulgus Kuiper Refinery. Descendant, the Kuiper Refinery is a vital resource facility for the Vulgus. However, it is heavily armored. Total destruction is unfeasible. Use the enemy's fuses to disable the generators. That will bring the refinery to a halt.
Full strategy. Retreating.
Vulgus carrying fused parts identified. Wait, our surveillance equipment is picking up enemy comm signals.
Arcade tracking matrix operational. Descendant detected in the area of the Kuiper refinery. Guardian Unit Kara. Highly suitable for facility defense combat. Deployment ready.
Damn. Looks like they're just sending one of their underlings. I was hoping the commander would show up. Application confirmed. One generator remaining. Descendant a high-level Vulgus is heading toward the refinery. It's likely to be colonized.
Descendant located. Activating quantum hyper force field. Initiate elimination of the Descendant. Protect the refinery.
Descendant, this is a dangerous Vulgus. It will be best to eliminate it. Vulgus signal lost. I was hoping Ederlin would show up. But oh well. Thank you, Descendant.
This is Sharon. Nice work. I managed to shake up their tracking. I'm scouting for intel around the factory. I've relayed the coordinates of the temporary outpost, requesting all units to regroup at the designated location. Officially beginning infiltration operation. Deactivating active camouflage. I'm alive, thanks to you. And you even found time to attack the Vulgus Kuiper facility. I've really gotta hand it to you. Oh yeah, how did I manage to get the slip on Ederlich? He retreated as soon as the battle at the mining site was over and headed toward a facility. It looked like he'd planned to do so from the beginning. I wondered what he was up to, but he actually did us a favor in the end. I think the Ironheart excavation site is underneath that facility. A pretty hastily built structure? Check. Multiple security devices guarding the entrance? Check. Commander-level Vulgus disappearing inside? You can see how it all adds up, right? I need to assign missions to all operatives to shut down the facility's multiple security devices. It'll require specific procedures, but I've had experience in dismantling many of these types of devices. Let's move.
I have to admit, not even my arcade can penetrate the quantum barrier of these security devices. Those rust buckets have put some thought into this.
Operation status, jammer installation complete. Using the jammer to neutralize the distress signal sent by Ederlich should allow us to bypass one of the Vulgus' security measures. Your task is to protect the jammer while I work. High-level Vulgus closing in. Prepare for engagement.
Load.
Operation status, jammer installation complete. Using the jammer to neutralize the distress signal sent by Etterlink should allow us to bypass one of the Vulgus' security measures. Your task is to protect the jammer while I work. Protecting the jammer is your top priority. We can disable their security devices if it's destroyed.
Can't touch me. Loading.
High-level Vulgus closing in. Prepare for engagement. Tactical target achieved. Enemy security devices disabled. Mission accomplished. Sending info on mark. Objective, neutralize the base's power grid. Deactivating the power is the most basic and surefire way to break through a security system. Now that the attack has begun, protect units that protect the generator will start appearing. These units have the fuse parts we need. Use the parts to burn out the generator circuits. generators remain. Last generator. Keep going, Descendant.
Concentrate defensive forces and arms. Send high-level firepower units. The Descendants must be stopped. Execute them.
Power has been deactivated. Security system compromised. Tactical target achieved. Terminating mission relay.
Collect samples from the Legion in good condition and put them in the supply box. These will be analyzed in Albion, and they'll send us a sequence we can use for security authentication. The authentication sequence is as good as secured. Good job.
That's the Vulgus barracks, which I was assigned to take out. They said if we didn't destroy their base, it would allow them to counterattack or something. But what a shame. I have no more rounds. Why don't you finish up for me while you're here? It was kind of boring, to be honest. I've destroyed these passages. You only have to deal with the remaining troops. And hey, Colon Lackey, why don't you go ahead with the operational relay when you get there as well? Oh, and make sure to credit
Vulgus reinforcements detected. Internal facilities destroyed by Germans.
Target identification complete. Certainly will disable your pilot.
Load. Watch your feet.
Expected. Without the advanced attack to reduce their forces, we'd be surrounded by now.
Unit numbers critical. Munitions. Urgent resupply requested.
Reload.
Deploying elite forces to resume control.
You're almost there, Descendant. Keep at them.
Barracks unrecoverable. Defense failed.
You've done it, Descendant. Mission relay terminated.
This is Sharon. All Vulgus security levels have been successfully deactivated. All units regroup at my position to investigate the Ironheart excavation site.
Regroup? Huh. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'll sit this one out, Sharon.
What did you say? Deactivating active camouflage.
Get to the point. It seems as if all of you have forgotten, so I'll repeat myself one more time, since they're here too. It looks like it'll be a guide-related mission from this point on, which means I can't have anything to do with it, right? You're the one who told me I should be in a supporting role. Report that to HQ however you like. It's not like they have a cell that can hold me, do they? Nah. Maybe I will sit in a cell and get some rest. It's been a while. Last time, I'm not sure who blabbed about my secret operation, but had it been carried out, not only would we have the Iron Heart, but Corell's heart as well. I guess that's just my little walk down.
Sharon, give me the order and I will track him.
Let him be. Jeremy's RK ability is teleportation. We have no way of catching him.
Descendant, although it was not my intention, there seems to be a misunderstanding with Jeremy. I do not choose who I am linked with. The process follows strict directives woven into RK by the ancestors. I have no knowledge of the details of these directives. If I were able to alter those directives, would I have been able to resolve this misunderstanding with Jeremy? The human mind is difficult to comprehend. It feels like a massive, powerful... I apologize for occupying your time. I hope I can...
You'll need to leave first, Descendant. Sharon's prosthesis has been damaged from excessive RK use. We'll join you as soon as we can.
Don't worry. You've seen what they're capable of. I hope these repairs can be done quickly.
It'll be fine for a while, all right?
So this is the Ironheart excavation site that was documented in the Ancestors' data. As you must know, the Ironhearts are mysterious entities that somehow made their way to Ingrid. They were first discovered by the Architect. The Ironhearts were passed down to the Ancestors, my creators, and the forebears of the Descendants. They don't know why the Ancestors hid all the Ironhearts. But this much is certain. I was created in order to lead you to them. After that, well, we'll come to that once we find you an Ironheart. Energy flow nearby. These are traces of Ironheart excavation. Ironheart microparticles confirmed. Initiating emergency restoration protocols to repair damaged systems. Descendant, we have retrieved Ironheart elements from the excavation site. Next, I must... Oh, this wasn't just an excavation site. I need to interface with the quantum monolith, a data processor belonging to the Ancestors. This device contains my restoration data, which can be copied using Ironheart microparticles. I can guide you there.
Emergency. Eliminate. Eliminate.
However, to access the quantum monolith Descendant, I must undergo authentication here. I should still have access, as it was my system and memories that were damaged. Please keep in mind while the authentication is in progress.
Approaching high-risk levels. Initiating facility lockdown procedures.
Nothing blocked across the facility. I'll do my best to find a way out. We won't need to. Please be careful.
Alone. Alone.
Searching for data traces.
I will kill you next time.
Even human bodies have their uses.
Even human bodies have their uses. Searching for data traces.
Searching for data traces.
Site. There must have been countless experiments conducted here using the Iron Hearts. Emergency restoration protocols would have been one of them.
Reloading.
No one can leave! Execute the Legion of Immortality General Haven's orders!
I must access the quantum monolith. Defeat the Vulgus.
Victory belongs to the Legion. Humans, attack. I will. Humans, victory. Prepare to meet your end. Nothing can stop the Legion. Prepare to meet your I will. The void corrosion has encroached upon my legion.
That is because of an unknown error. It will be fixed momentarily. been neutralized. I have completed all preparations as you commanded.
Begin.
The Legion will be reborn through the Ironheart.
Rise, my warriors! Give your lives for Clipper! Stand at the vanguard for me, Al-Zaruk. I will stand at the vanguard of the Legion. Al-Zaruk submits to Lord Karel's command. Transport the Ironheart to my fortress. Initiate the data inversion immediately.
They cannot defeat a direct descendant of the ancestors. Use me to find the Ironheart Descendant. I will...
Descendant, I've received the report on the results of the operation from Colon Special Forces. It seems the core functionality of the guide has been restored. I have a related operation for you. Please return to HQ.
Descendant, a quick word. You seem to be a little too preoccupied with your AI friend at the moment. As your commander, the guide is only a strategic tool. I tolerate her under the condition she does not cross a line, but I don't consider her to be one of us.
This is off the record.
She is essentially data, and data can be manipulated by external factors, or even by itself. We should never see it as being at the same level as those of us who have fought together against the enemy, and built our trust in each other in the process. Keep that in mind, and you'll be the best teammate anyone could ask for. That being said, this operation was expertly handled. I trust you to keep up. As you may be aware, the guide has detected Ironheart particles at Sharon's location. Once you've completed preparations, join Sharon and look for traces of the Ironheart. We've kept our end of the bargain.
Quiet.
Now it's the guide's turn to prove her worth.
HQ, we appreciate the support. The operation will commence once reinforcements arrive.
Do as I say. If you want to live. Do as I say. If you want to live. Do as I say. If you want to live.
You. I could.
Deactivating active camouflage. Sorry, I wasn't able to help. To be honest, I'm not sure if my functions, my skills, are at full capacity. It takes a huge amount of RK to maintain the Kuiper retroreflective active camouflage. It feels like my prosthesis and I are both slowly reaching our limits. But if the Ironheart is within our reach, the guide said that Ironheart particles are the fundament. I've compared the location of these footprints to the... I'll send the details of the zone...
The Vulgus munitions factory. It truly is an ominous and horrifying place.
Can you feel that?
I can experience a variety of sensations through the archy of Descendants, including the phantom pain you feel.
That's for me to deal with, guide. Don't poke your nose in where it's not wanted. Once I've dealt with my personal target, then I'll ask you to remove the pain.
You refer to the Vulgus you were pursuing.
Tactical target achieved. Zone with substantial logistical activity discovered. A large volume of construction materials have been relocated from here to a suspect zone. At the same time, secret supplies have been transported from there back to here. This is definitely suspicious. I'll send this info to Sharon.
I'm not sure why, but I'm sensing Ironheart particles in the wastewater in this zone. Can you confirm?
I've taken over operation of the environmental data collector we've installed. When we retrieve it, we'll be able to check the environmental parameters without coming into contact with contaminated wastewater. Will there be enough data for you to perform an analysis, Guide? You know our equipment can detect Ironheart traces.
Once I complete analysis of the composition of the wastewater, I should know why I can detect Ironheart particles.
Then we'd better retrieve the data quickly. It will only be available for a limited amount of time.
This wastewater is composed of Kuiper extracts and Vulgus electrolytes. The Ironheart particles are most likely bound between those two substances. That's why they were detected intact and not dispersed.
If we can find the source of that wastewater, we could trace them more accurately. I have a place in mind.
Descendant, our reconnaissance indicates this is a Vulgus weapon processing facility. To analyze the particle flow, we need to take a closer look inside. The Vulgus are disrupting the particle flow. Please eliminate the Descendant. More enemies. I'm detecting signals from multiple Vulgus. This attack is relentless. Where are all their forces coming from?
Invader location.
Resisting? And try.
Strange. We've already destroyed their barracks. There must be another military somewhere.
Judging by the course of the order, the Ironheart came through here and was moved somewhere else. I'll keep analyzing.
HQ. While investigating traces of the Ironheart, we've discovered a zone in the factory area that looks to have been recently expanded. Considering the circumstances, I think it's highly likely that there's an Ironheart inside. Requesting approval for further investigation.
Approval granted, but proceed with extreme caution. A large assault ship has been spotted in the airspace above the area. Based on the ship's class, we think it's the same one that we saw Carell board. Either he's there in person, or something worthy of his attention is happening. We should be prepared for a challenging situation. We may need to deploy more Descendants. Over and out.
Sharon, do we have any tactical weapons that are capable of destroying the entire Vulgus industrial area? If the Ironheart is here, we may be able to investigate after destroying the enemy's facilities.
It's an interesting idea, Guide. But if it were possible, we would have already done it. Unfortunately, we don't have the capabilities to create such a powerful weapon. The anti-air gun in the Albion mountain range is probably our heaviest hitter. That's why the Descendants and the Ironheart are humanity's last hope. Closing the dimensional wall to isolate ingress from the Colossi and the Vulgus. That would be the ultimate tactical weapon. Anyway, we don't have time to chat. Let's head to the restricted zone.
Descendant, I can detect both Ironheart. If you and Sharon can widen the range of Arcade, I can obtain more accurate. Also, my system has been more inconvenienced than I expected. However, in order to achieve...
Let's think about that later, if we make it out alive. If the Vulgus have a large assault ship, they'll soon be pouring into this place. Number 17 and I will operate in stealth mode. You stay sharp.
Loading.
Descendant, I have found a suitable location for detecting Ironheart pulses. This is a large nuclear reactor, which is connected to this entire zone. By comparing the reactor's pulses with the Vulgus biosignals, I can detect pulses in the area. Ironheart pulses. I'll attempt to trace that location.
This is believed to be a Vulgus bioengineering facility. Remember the wastewater treatment plant where we found Ironheart particles? The wastewater pipes from there. You can figure out when it's back when it takes the ground. Look for Vulgus terminals to access.
Be careful, Descendant. I've identified multiple Vulgus signals inside the facility. Expect random hostile.
All experimental data has been deleted.
Not all of it. There's a cache of records about the most recent experiments. It's not ideal, but I'll try to restore it as best I can.
In the meantime, you and I might as well follow the Ironheart particles. Faint traces of energy everywhere. Judging by these traces, the energy extracted from the Ironheart was injected into the Vulgus submerged in the Kuiper's energy. The Vulgus genes and Kuiper must have fused together. The pain would have been terrible. Not even a Vulgus could have endured it.
That's why there were Ironheart particles in the waste. But guide, one of the experiment chambers is empty. Did one of them survive?
The chances of something having survived this are 0%. But isn't for sure.
Crawl between you.
engineering facility for the Vulgus ground forces. I'm detecting Ironheart pulses coming from somewhere deep within the facility. Please go to Freyna and investigate.
If you're going to investigate in there, I'd like to request an additional mission. The Vulgus forces are preparing to remove the weapons and research from there. I was going to send number 17, but the size of the enemy force is too big. I need you to stop the supplies being removed and secure the weapons research data. confirmed that the supplies have been destroyed. Now go secure the weapons research data.
Loading.
Weapons research data secured. Coding technology on Vulgus bodies. So this was how they were enhancing the Legion of Immortality and Legion of Darkness units. Wait, this weapons data is...
The weapons belong to the Vulgus assassin unit that attacked you, Sharon.
I never thought I'd discover it like this. For now, we should focus on searching for traces of the Ironheart. Number 17, upload this information to the Colon database.
Affirmative.
can sense the Ironheart pulses located in them. It's troubling that I cannot directly detect the energy, but I will know why when we find the origin of the pulses.
Sharon, I will stay behind and retrieve the cache of Vulgus experiment records. I'm sure they'll contain valuable information.
I'll enter the inner facility first. Join me when you're ready. Most of the main passageways are now either blocked or destroyed. It appears the enemy intends to destroy the entire facility. Air vents, drainage pipes, maintenance ducts. Use any available alternative means of escape that you can.
Sharon, I've restored some of the data from the Vulgus experiment records. According to these records, the facility you're in is the private laboratory of General Amon of the Legion of Immortality. As it was Ironheart traces which led us to this place, Corell and Amon might actually be there.
It won't be an easy fight if they are.
Sharon?
Awaiting your transmission.
The traces of the Ironheart. Detected here. There. Never mind. I will let you know after I've performed further analysis.
Okay, Guide. They've synchronized the alarms with the nuclear reactor's self-destruct switch. What the hell are they thinking? They'd rather take everyone and everything with them than give up the Ironheart. I can modify the circuitry, find the alarms and destroy them. For now, we need to stabilize the deactivated reactor. Turn on the coolers. I'll continue tracking the Ironheart traces.
All units transmitting critical operation details. From the restored Vulgus experiment records, I've reconstructed an audio recording that seems to have been made during the time of the experiment.
These will become greater through the Ironheart. Rise, my warriors. Give your lives for... Stand with the battle. The Ironheart will initiate the victory version immediately.
Cannot be. Then this Ironheart traces
Alzarok.
Experiment records. Seems I wasn't thorough enough.
Melted.
Yes. Lord Carell said you would come. I am to bring him your hits. I'll be waiting. Descendant.
Damn it! So the Ironheart's already gone then?
So this is why the train is built. Displaced. Descendant, in order to increase the accuracy of our pursuit, we need to access all the data on Vulgus units who are transformed using the Ironheart. You must defeat Alzarok. Sharon, will you relay a detailed report of this to HQ?
Will do. I'll be on my way. Good hunting.
It is over, Descendant. But there is so much information that is hard to accept. This Alzarok is one thing. But Corel has ordered for the Ironheart to be inverted. Whatever that means. Inversion. What could that be?
Do you truly plan on inverting the Ironheart data? If you do that, we won't be able to decipher the unidentified guide code.
Enough! The Ironheart data must be inverted in order to destroy the dimensional wall. I don't have time to think about that! You understand my vision now, don't you?
Oh, of course. I am only thinking of our research.
I'm glad to hear that our objectives are aligned. Initiate the data inversion. Clip-off will engulf Ingress. The roars of the Vulgus will fill this land with fear!
Descendant, I have the results of the operation from Sharon. Alpha is tied up with an emergency meeting with the Magisters. I have been ordered to brief you on the follow-up operation. Please make your way to HQ. Were the Commander's explanations confusing again? Excellent work, Descendant. Firstly, all of HQ is encouraged by the possibilities presented by the Guide. Although we were unsuccessful in our retrieval of the Ironheart, thanks to the Guide's tracking function, this proves the Guide's tracking system exists and is operational. However, the ingenuity that the Vulgus demonstrated with their use of the Ironheart was alarming. In particular, the inversion of the Ironheart ordered by Corel is something we must... From this point forward, HQ plans to adopt the Guide's tracking functionality, and the Descendants will soon be deployed throughout Ingress. Use the Guide to track the humanity's full... However, I know you have the Magisters have promised their full commitment to support research efforts, so this is the perfect opportunity to request anything you need from Anais.
We'll soon have some
Before you go,
weapons,
Descendant,
thanks to some brave
I
veterans.
have a personal
Isn't that great?
request. Can you retrieve the Alzarog autopsy report from Jeremy? The report was intended for delivery to the Magisters. Jeremy requested a brief look at it, and I haven't heard from him since. I understand things are strained between you and Jeremy due to the recent operation, but I hope you'll do this anyway. Descendant, just in case, I hope you're not disappointed that Jeremy wasn't punished. I actually saw Alpha slap Jeremy earlier. No one enjoys seeing their superior do something like that, but I believe it was a more appropriate punishment than a court-martial. I'm sure that Jeremy has also learned his lesson.
ones worried about Albion. What the? You're still alive? I was just reading the report on Alzarok and thinking, wouldn't it be great if he, killed you? Anyway, looks like he got to experience something interesting at least. A Vulgus redesigned by the Ironheart. Wow. Now, and I wouldn't have been slapped by Alpha. Anyway, why are you here? I'm in a bad enough mood already after Sharon and her minion drop by to give me a piece of their minds? What? Nell wants the report? Ah, so you're her gopher. You really are something. You can take it and buzz off. You probably don't have time to argue with me anyway. Sharon mentioned earlier that the guide isn't in the best shape. All these so-called grown-ups having fun.
Descendant, something has altered the properties of the Ironheart I was connected to. As soon as we returned to Albion, I leapt between the arcade of different descendants in order to find Ironheart traces. I discovered traces in the desert and forest areas, and at that moment, I felt great pain. In human terms, it felt like my skin was peeling off and my flesh was melting. Descendant, I suspect this phenomenon is caused by an inversion process. If Corell and Eamon had enough time after moving the Ironheart, they may have managed to perform it. However, aside from this pain, I was unable to obtain any further information. For the properties of the Ironheart to change, a tremendous amount of energy would have to be released.
Void dimension being detected. Colossus approaching. I repeat, void dimension link detected. Colossus approaching.
Descendant, this Colossus. The ancestors always removed the environmental value of Chan. I thought it would be best to focus on the Colossus for now, Descendant.
Classification type, stunning. All descendants in Albion, prepare for an intercept battle.
They're arriving on the daily! And not just any Colossus, but stunning beauty? Somebody buy Alpha a new pen. He's gonna have to write so many letters of condolences today.
Alpha let him off with just a slap in the face. He should have gone after his neck.
I don't disagree.
for your mind, we poppin'. One time for your mind, no maybes. Just yes, yo, release the stress. For your mind, we poppin'.
Something for battle, you won't find anyone better.
Would you like to access the laboratory?
If it's about weapons, you come and talk to me.
Descendant, the Colossi is, although the expected time of arrival, stunning beauty as a Colossus which is insensitive to energy. Even during the apocalypse, only a few of them are recorded to have appeared in Ingress. But now, suddenly one is made. Descendant, I'll send you to the void. I am analyzing the void paradox. space-time fabric of the Descendant. You have been successful, even if using them. The dimensional wall is currently in the worst state it has ever been. Before now, it was almost unheard of for an energy-insensitive colossus like Stunning Beauty to be able to find its way here. We must find the iron, closing the dimensional wall.
I suppose everyone thinks the dimensional wall is the only answer.
Are you saying it isn't?
I cannot say whether it is or not. As we do not have an iron heart, nothing can be proven.
You think too much. We should find a heart and prove it then. I'm pretty sure there's one in Vespers. Traces from another iron heart have been discovered in a forest in Vespers. I've already spoken with HQ. Let's discuss operation strategies. Come with me. What's going on? Sorry, I know you probably wanted some rest after taking out that Colossus. Anyway, like I said over comms, we've discovered Ironheart traces in Vespers. I had business to attend to with the Order of Truth, so I was hunting down some Vulgus there. Suddenly, the guide appeared, claiming she felt the pulse of an Ironheart in the area. According to the guide, these multiple signals weren't byproducts of the Ironheart like Alzarok was. Now, well, it's obvious, isn't it? When I came back to HQ to report on my operation, they told me to take reinforcements. And I chose you. Jeremy makes me very uncomfortable. I'll take your silence as consent. We'll head to the Vespers outpost once you're ready. It'll give Dr. Glay time to join us.
You're here. I thought you'd be late.
We've got a few things to do. We need to hurry.